Association Drill Team Championship taking place next week at Utah Valley University. I'm David James, joined by Jan Whittaker from the UHSAA. You're the guru for drill team. This is it. We're in your wheelhouse right now. Not the only thing you do, right?
Correct.
Girls volleyball, boys volleyball. You got other things going on.
I have a few other sports, but
next week it's going to be all drill team all the time, right? All right, the event's in Orem. Usually when we do these reveal shows, we jump right into the brackets. Brackets don't really completely explain what's happening here in drill team. So explain what we're about to see as far as RPI and what this means so people know what we're about to show them.
All right, so drill teams have been competing at 4 different competitions, and they get rankings at every competition, and then how they finish in each category and at each competition gives them this ranking. So this is their body of work they've done through the season.
And how accurate over time, as you look year after year, how accurate are the RPIs? A team that's ranked further down, can they win it? How wild does it get?
It can get wild.
Okay.
But, yeah, it's just different every year. It's subjective judging, so every competition is different. The judges come in, they try to have a clean slate watching these teams, but, you know, there is a little bit of movement that can happen, definitely.
Okay, here's how we'll run through this reveal show. We'll start with the 2A and 3A classification, short discussion, take a commercial break, and then we'll be back with 4A, 5A, 6A, and talk about those. We'll talk about some of the teams, what stands out, and then we'll pay some bills midway through the show. All right, let's start with the 2A classification. All these teams kick off competition on Thursday at either 9 a.m. or 4 p.m. And South Sevier, number 1 in RPI, they will be the top seed. Number 2, Duchesne, man, the RPI number isn't that different, and they are the defending champ. Duchesne's got a little run going there.
Right. South Sevier is usually a very successful team over the years. They've won several state championships, and they're our only school that has the perfect record. They've swept every competition this season. But Duchesne's right behind them, and then we have some other great teams too. Knapp's right up there, and South Summit has moved down from the 3A classification, so now they're competing with 2A schools, so it should be very competitive.
So as we look at all these RPIs, 1.0 is the perfect number.
Yes.
That is it.
That means you've swept every competition, every category.
All right, let's go to Class 3A. Canyon View there is the defending champ, and at 1.05 there in here's more 2A with Miller. Here's 3A. Canyon View, a 1.05. Very close to perfection.
Yes, I think they've only taken 1 second this year and 1 routine. So they're very close to that perfect 1.0.
And then you see Morgan, Manti, and Ogden round out the top 4. So here are the RPIs, and we can look at the second page of the 3A drill team RPI, and you can find your favorite school there. So once they have the RPI, explain to us how are these teams going to compete and how are they going to be matched up at the state championships?
All right, so for our 4A, 5A, and 6A classifications, we take the top 12, and they automatically have a bid to the semifinals.
And for the 2A and 3A we just saw?
Because of the numbers of teams we have, they automatically go right on to the semifinals. So they'll all be competing Thursday in the semifinal round. Then we put them in 4 pods, and they compete against those other 3 teams in the pod, and 2 of those move on to the finals. We also have a wild card. We take the next best team in the semifinals, and that moves them to the finals. So in all of our classifications, we have 9 teams competing for the finals.
Okay, and the pods will be arranged by RPI, so the team number 1 will be paired with 8 and 9, and 2 will be paired with 7 and 10, and 15, and so on? Right,
it matches up pretty well with our other sports. So in that pod, like 1 and 16, 8 and 9 will go together,
right.
So like that.
Okay, all right. Let's take a little break then right now. We talked about the 2A and 3A. We'll be right back. We'll have the reveal for Class 4A, 5A, and 6A. Stay with us.
All-time rivalry that's been played 267 times.
When you need to know the latest to get you in the game.
The league, they are leaning in more and more to what Utah as a state has to offer.
Join Sam Farnsworth on KSL Sports Live.
Welcome back to the UCCU Saving Spotlight.
Today's play of the day goes to Becky, a single mom who just got her son Max a youth debit card from UCCU.
This is a big win for Max, who knows that UCCU mobile banking makes it easy for his mom to add money to his debit card anytime.
It's also a big win for Becky, who knows it also makes it easy to monitor her child's spending anytime. Final score, 1 happy son, 1 responsible mom.
With the assist from UCCU.
How can you tell it's gonna be a good day? Well, Wendy's breakfast, like a delish breakfast Baconator, sausage breakfast burrito, or Honey Buddy, can turn your day from bland into OMG, OMG, OMG. Fresh cracked eggs, crispy bacon, and seasoned potatoes. This is so yumma-delicious fast. Is that a word? When you want more out of mornings, gotta be Wendy's.
With a Tab Spend checking account, you earn big rewards. It's hard to not make a scene.
How's your card?
Oh, my card's right here.
That's a big card.
You should see how much it's earned me. Sorry, Grandma. Tab Spend isn't just another checking account. It's packed with benefits.
How do I get one?
Just scan this QR code or go to tabbank.com. It's all online and super easy to get started.
One of those long days working on your feet? Turn your aching feet to happy feet at Salt Lake Running Company. Our award-winning trained staff will provide a custom shoe fitting that will help you find the shoes, inserts, and socks that will make your workday the best it can be. Locally owned and operated for 30 years, SLRC offers rewards, training groups, races, and free community events. Visit us in-store or online today at slrc.com. Your work feet and workout life will get a boost.
You guys, Wendy's has new Biggie deals starting at just $4. So now you can decide how biggie you want to go, which is kind of beautiful. I'm not condensating, you're condensating. More Biggie options so you can get more of what you really want at Wendy's.
Welcome back to the Drill Team RPI Reveal Show. 4A, 5A, 6A classifications are going to work a little differently here. The top 12 in each of these classifications get auto bids into the semifinals on Wednesday. Those outside the top 12 compete in a quarterfinal round on Monday, starting at 10 a.m. So let's start with the 4A classification. And we should mention the defending champ in Class 4A is not in 4A anymore, Hillcrest.
Yes, with our new realignment, some of those teams moved up, a couple moved down, so it looks a little different.
Ridgeline with an RPI of 1.05, as we discussed, that's almost perfect. Desert Hills at 1.7, and then Snow Canyon, Crimson Cliffs. Now, I'm curious how you handle this in Drill Team, because they've seen this in other sports. If they were competing up against 5A and 6A, maybe they didn't win, but now they're not going to see those teams in the tournament. So how does that impact their RPI, and how much, as you put earlier, how wild does it get? Because maybe a team that's 4, 5, 6, 7 is competing against bigger schools for most of the regular season.
Right, it's a big mix-up. We've had a couple of our really competitive 4A schools that have now moved up to 5A. They're both still competitive in the 5A as well, but it kind of mixes things up. Pleasant Grove was a 6A school. Now they're down in 5A, and they're very competitive as well.
Dixie, Green Canyon, and Murray at 10, 11, and 12 get the last 3 byes. And then you take a look at the rest of these are the teams that will compete. So 4 of these teams between 13 and 20, 4 of these 8 teams you see on the screen will advance after that first round.
Right, so those teams that don't receive a bye, they're fighting for 4 spots to be able to go into the semifinals. Then we place them in those 4 pods after the quarterfinals.
Same format in Class 5A, except way more teams. Viewmont is number 1 at 1.1, and Pleasant Grove 1.2, Westfield 1.25, so you got a lot of teams clustered at the top. And the 4th team there, Bountiful, is a defending state champion. You take a look at the next page, and it's Woods Cross, Olympus, and Cypress that are 10, 11, and 12 got the last 3 spots and got byes. So this is crazier. With 12 byes, this is a bigger classification with 28 teams. So 16 teams will be fighting for 4 spots.
Right, which is going to be very challenging for our judges to take those 16 teams and try to narrow it down to the top 4.
So will they be in groups of 4 with 1 team advancing? Is the way that? How will that work?
Yes, so wherever they finish through the quarterfinals, then we place them in pods, depending on how they finish in that quarterfinal round.
Okay, and let's let's take a look at Class 6A now, where Davis is the #1 team. Now, in this classification, no one is near that perfect 1.0. We've got a lot of teams between 1.35, 1.55. There's 4 teams there, and you got the defending champ Farmington at 5th.
These top teams in 6A are very competitive. They've kind of beat each other up all year. Davis and Bingham have not met, though, this year. So that will be kind of interesting. But at one point, like Layton, they beat Bingham at a competition and Davis, too. So it's going to be all over the place.
So as you point out, though, all of those were with different judges, subjective. If 2 teams have never faced each other, then they've never been judged by the same people at the same time either.
Correct. We have different judges at every competition.
This is why you said it'll get wild and crazy.
Right. And at the state competition, we also bring in some out-of-state judges, so there's fresh eyes who haven't been adjudicating these teams all year.
Is it all out of state, or is it a mix of in-state?
No, it's a mix of in-state and out-of-state judges.
How many judges do you have?
So we have 10 judges. Some do routine, 6 of them do routine. We have technical judges who judge safety, make sure they're not breaking any safety rules. We have a floor judge that kind of watches the boundaries, and we have a difficulty judge who gives points for difficult movements that they put in their routines.
Only 17 teams in Class 6A, so there'll be 5 teams competing for 4 spots?
Correct.
Okay. A little less cutthroat there, but nonetheless, there'll be competition there. I'm curious for people who are going to UVU. Now, if your student is a senior, you've been through the drill. You've been through the drill before. But if your kid's going to this for the first time and you don't know what they're in for, your teams are huge. There's a lot of friends and family, there are a lot of parents. How early do you need to get there? What is traffic like? Because if a parent misses their student competing and performing, you're pretty cranky pretty fast.
Yes, there's a lot of passion in drill teams, so you want to come ahead of time. We have increased security at UVU, so you'll be going through some detectors and checking bags, and it's clear bag policy now at UVU, so you want to be aware of that. But make sure you come in plenty of time. There'll be plenty of seating except for the finals, and we do premier seating for the finals. Our 6A will most likely sell out. So we give a link to all the schools once they are determined they're in the finals, and they can give that link to their spectators to purchase tickets. After that,
so does it seat 8,000? I think it seats like 8,000 for basketball. Is that the capacity for drill?
It's a little bit less because we have
need
to
floor space.
Yes,
Yeah.
and we have to pull some of the seats out so we can line up teams. So there's a little bit less.
A little bit less. Okay. And of course, if you're not going to be there in person, either because of work or time commitments or whatever, everything's streaming. You can see it all right now. Championships online at KSLSports.com or on the KSL Sports app, the KSL Plus app, and the KSL Sports YouTube page. You've got options. Download the KSL Sports app using the QR code on your screen right now. And we will see you in Orem starting Monday, or we will see you on the KSL Sports app or YouTube page starting Monday as well. Jan, thanks for your help explaining the formats, the teams, the history, and good luck with a big week.
Thanks. It's going to be great.
Hope it runs flawless.